Salagadoola, menchikaboola, bibbidi bobbidi.
Hello everybody, my name's Julo. Welcome to the Q&A video you've all been waiting for. So, I guess we'll jump right into things. Start with the first question. So, I just have to maneuver over here. So I asked you recently if you wanted to ask me anything, either YouTube, Wiz, or any of that, anything related to that, YouTube, Wiz, or just anything at all. And Asiran says, no, I haven't. So thank you, Asiran, for your contribution. Ed12349876. Ed asks, I like asking more unrelated questions in Q&As like these. Anyway, other than Wiz, what games were you playing back in the day when you discovered this game, and what games do you play nowadays? So, back in the day, before I discovered Wiz, honestly, I'm thinking about it. I discovered Wiz like 2010, 2011. And I can't really remember anything before then. I think the most I was playing was like Angry Birds, which you'll probably hear more about later on. But I guess that's the answer. I just played a bunch of different mobile games. So, back when mobile games were quality as well. Jimmy Neutron asks, how did you come up with your name? And this ties back into the previous question a little bit. So, like I said, I was playing a lot of mobile games, but mostly Angry Birds, way back, like a decade ago. It's been that long, hasn't it? Anyway, so eventually, Rovio, I think that's the company name, announced that they would be partnering with, I guess, whatever studio released this one movie. And the movie's name was Rio. And it's the one about, you know, the two birds, one can't fly. It's like all in Brazil, that sort of thing. But they, Angry Birds partnered with that studio. And I really liked that movie. little 7-8-year-old Julo was like, yo, this movie is some gas. I think I'm going to name my game accounts after this now, and that's kind of how it started. Started naming myself Blue Jewel everywhere because those are the names of the two main characters, two birds, and that's how it started. It got to Julo, however, after I had first installed Minecraft, and my name on there was obviously, you know, Blue Jewel. You know how it is. But after a little while, I decided to just change it to Jewel EDM, which is my Reddit username. A lot of people know that. So it was like that. I think I changed it around October 2017, so actually around 3 years ago. And I changed it to Jewel. And I was Jewel for another couple of years, and eventually I changed my Minecraft username to Jewel O, like Jewel with an O at the end. And I was still called Jewel by everybody, but the O was there to, I guess, make it sound cool, since, you know, the IG of Jewel was obviously taken. But and, like, yeah, still, everybody called me Jewel. But I would eventually join one Minecraft team, and I did not know the leader beforehand, but me and him were really good friends. And he tried, but he could not stop calling me Jewelo, because that was my IGN at the time. And so I was like, okay, I mean, everybody else calls me Jewel just fine. And it started to get to me a little bit, but I wasn't going to say anything, right? But it started to get to me a little bit. But after a while, I got so used to it, I was like, actually, if you say it really fast, it sounds cooler than just Jewel. because there's a million Jules out there. Julo, on the other hand, now we're talking. Now we are talking indeed. So, July 2020, I decided to name my channel Julo PvP. So I guess that is the evolution of the name. And who knows, if I keep going by this name for however long, it might change even more, but I don't know if I would change it on this channel. So I guess that is the origin of my name. Spider-Man64 asks, what is your favorite school in Wizard 101? And, I mean, you know, we're here in Ervil Station, Polaris. I am on my Ice Whirlwind with the badge Ice Block Crusher. I'll let you be the judge of that. But, nah, Ice was my first ever class, and it was really fun to play at first. Obviously now, I would not recommend making an Ice to actually quest to 130. But Ice was my favorite class, always has been, and probably always will be. I don't really see any of the other classes being more fun than Ice. I guess it's mostly the aesthetic of Ice. I mean, because you gotta think. Part of why I chose it was because I really liked the color blue. I mean, my name was Blue Joel. What were you expecting? But yeah, I guess I just really like the color scheme of Ice. Really like the whole light blue and white type thing. And winter was also my favorite season. Now it's summer because no school is in summer. I think everybody can attest to summer being one of the better seasons, but yeah. Ice is my favorite class. So Scuttle asks, what's your favorite level to do PvP at? And rip your pad, because this is on the YouTube vid where my pet got life forward, but my favorite level, probably around 65, I would have to say. I really like doing Legendary PvP, because it's really fast-paced, there's no shads, and yeah, some schools like Storm and Death are unbelievably broken at that level, but it is fun to play as just about any class, because playing offensively really works on all the classes except probably Balance. And yeah, Legendary PvP just seems really fun. I'm hoping to get some content on more Legendaries in the future. For now, I just have my Death, but I also have a Legendary Myth from a while ago. I don't know how well that's going to perform, because Orthrus got changed, so I don't know, man. We'll have to see. I've fought some Myths before, and they can be kind of scary, but most classes can deal with Myth pretty easily, but I'll try to get some videos out on a Legendary Myth. So yeah, I also have more Legendary characters in the works. So I think that's about it. I was expecting a few more questions, but at least the ones that I was asked, I was able to answer pretty thoroughly. So I guess also if you're wondering where the Polar Rose in Ervil Station is, I've been kind of running around it a bunch, but here it is. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this video. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.